If you're tired of your computer's tinny built-in speakers ruining your music, games, and movies, you need to see this. Today, we're counting down the 5 best PC speakers that'll transform your desktop audio without breaking the bank or taking up your entire desk. From ultra-compact budget options to full 2.1 systems with punchy subwoofers, these speakers deliver clear sound that actually makes listening enjoyable again. Whether you're gaming, working, or just streaming music, we've got the perfect audio solution. I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. Coming in at number 5 is the Creative Pebble 5 3 2.0 desktop speakers. And these are basically the best ultra-budget option if you want better sound than your laptop or monitor speakers without spending much. You're looking at around $20 to $30 depending on sales, typically hovering around $25. That's impulse buy pricing that makes upgrading accessible to basically anyone. The Pebble Vi 3 features a compact 2.0 stereo configuration with spherical satellite speakers that take up minimal desk space. We're talking about speakers small enough to fit on even the most cluttered desks. Each sphere is around 4.4 inches in diameter, and they're angled upward at 45 degrees to direct sound toward your ears rather than straight forward. The total system power is 8 watts RMS, which isn't going to shake your room but is a massive improvement over built-in laptop speakers. Audio quality is surprisingly good for the price with clear mids and highs that make dialogue and videos easy to understand and music reasonably enjoyable. You're not getting deep bass. There's no subwoofer here, but for casual listening, YouTube, video calls, and background music, it's perfectly adequate. The USB-C powered design is genuinely convenient. You plug one cable into your computer's USB-C port for both power and audio, eliminating the need for separate power adapters cluttering your desk or hunting for outlets. There's also a 3.5mm AUX input if you want to connect via traditional audio jack instead. The build quality is basic plastic that keeps costs down, but the spherical design looks modern and clean rather than cheap. The rear-facing volume knob is easy to reach and adjust. RGB lighting around the base of each speaker adds a bit of visual flair that gamers might appreciate, though you can turn it off if you prefer a cleaner look. What makes the Pebble 5 3 number 5 is that combination of ultra-affordable pricing, compact footprint, USB-C convenience, and audio quality that punches above its weight class. You're not getting room-filling sound or deep bass, but you're getting a functional stereo setup that makes everything sound better than built-in speakers for the price of a couple of coffees. For students on tight budgets, people working from home who need better audio for calls, or anyone wanting basic desktop speakers without spending much, the Creative Pebble Vi 3 delivers exactly that. At number 4 is the Logitech Z313 2.1 multimedia speakers, and this is where we jump to a full 2.1 system with a dedicated subwoofer for actual bass response. Pricing runs from about $35 to $50 depending on sales, typically sitting around $40 to $45. That's budget pricing that gets you legitimate bass without going overboard on cost. The Z313 is a complete 2.1 system consisting of 2 satellite speakers and a down-firing subwoofer. Total system power is 25 watts RMS. That's enough to fill a bedroom or small office with clear sound. The satellite speakers are compact and designed to sit on your desk flanking your monitor, while the 7-inch subwoofer goes under your desk delivering bass you actually feel. Audio quality is solid for the price with clear dialogue and vocals, decent mid-range, and bass response that adds impact to explosions in games, low-end in music, and rumble in movies. You're not getting audiophile-level sound, but you're getting a noticeable upgrade from basic 2.0 systems. The wired control pod is genuinely convenient. It sits on your desk with an easy-access volume knob, power button, and a headphone jack for private listening. The 3.5mm input connects to your computer's audio output. Build quality is basic plastic throughout, and the satellite speakers feel lightweight, but everything is functional and durable enough for daily use. The subwoofer cable is reasonably long at about 6 feet, giving you flexibility and placement under your desk. What makes the Z313 number 4 is that it's the most affordable way to get a complete 2.1 system with the dedicated subwoofer from a trusted brand like Logitech. You're getting legitimate bass response that makes games and movies more immersive, clear satellite speakers for mids and highs, and Logitech's proven reliability. For gamers on a budget who want to feel explosions, music listeners who want actual low-end, or anyone upgrading from basic 2.0 speakers, the Z313 delivers that complete sound experience at pricing that makes sense. Right in the middle at number 3 is the Edifier G 2032 Watt PC speakers. And this is where we get into premium 2.0 systems designed specifically for gaming with RGB lighting and serious power. Pricing sits around $80 to $120 depending on sales, typically around $100. That's mid-range pricing for feature-packed gaming speakers. The G2000 is a 2.0 stereo system with dual full-range drivers and dual passive radiators in each speaker, delivering 32 watts of total power. That's serious output for a 2.0 system, enough to fill medium-sized rooms with sound. Audio quality is genuinely impressive with crisp highs, clear mids, and surprisingly punchy bass from those passive radiators, despite not having a dedicated subwoofer. The soundstage is wide, making positional audio in games easier to pinpoint. Music sounds balanced and detailed, and movies deliver clear dialogue with decent impact. The RGB lighting is customizable through touch controls on the speaker, cycling through 12 different lighting effects that sync between both speakers. The lighting looks premium rather than cheap, and you can turn it off entirely if you prefer. Multiple connectivity options include Bluetooth 5.0 for wireless streaming from phones and tablets, USB input for direct digital connection to your PC, and AUX input for traditional 3.5mm connection. The Bluetooth connection is stable with minimal latency. The touch-sensitive controls on top of the right speaker handle power, volume, input switching, and lighting modes without needing to reach behind the speakers or use software. Build quality is excellent with solid MDF cabinets wrapped in fabric that look and feel premium. The angled design directs sound upward toward your ears. The speakers are compact enough for most desks, but substantial enough to feel quality. What makes the G2000 No. 3 is that combination of serious audio quality without a subwoofer, premium build, RGB lighting for gamers, and versatile connectivity. For gamers who want good sound without a subwoofer taking up floor space, music listeners who prioritize stereo imaging, or anyone wanting premium 2.0 speakers with modern features, the Edifier G2000 delivers exactly that. Coming in strong at number 2 is the Creative Pebble X Plus 2.1 computer speakers. And this is basically Creative's upgraded Pebble lineup with a dedicated subwoofer and significantly more power. Pricing sits around $50 to $70, typically around $60. That's competitive pricing for a complete 2.1 system with modern features. The Pebble X Plus is a 2.1 system featuring the same spherical satellite design as the V3, but with a dedicated down-firing subwoofer adding serious bass response. Total system power is 30 watts. That's enough to fill medium-sized rooms. Audio quality is impressive with clear highs and mids from the satellites, and punchy bass from the 4-inch subwoofer that adds impact to games, music, and movies. The satellites still angle upward at 45 degrees for optimal sound direction. The USB-C powered design eliminates the need for separate power adapters. Everything runs off one USB-C connection to your computer, which is genuinely convenient for cable management. There's also Bluetooth 5.3 connectivity for wireless streaming from phones and tablets, plus a 3.5mm AUX input for wired connections. The Bluetooth connection is stable and convenient for switching between PC audio and phone music without unplugging cables. RGB lighting around the satellite bases adds visual flair with customizable colors and effects controlled via buttons on the control pod. The wired control pod features a volume knob, bass adjustment knob for dialing in your preferred low-end level, and buttons for controlling RGB lighting and switching inputs. The bass control is genuinely useful. You can turn it up for movies and games or dial it back for music and calls. Build quality is solid with improved materials over the basic V3, and the subwoofer feels substantial. What makes the Pebble X Plus No. 2 is that it delivers complete 2.1 sound with dedicated subwoofer, USB-C convenience, Bluetooth connectivity, and customizable bass control at pricing that's incredibly competitive. You're getting features and sound quality that rival much more expensive systems. And taking the top spot at number 1 is the Logitech Z407 Bluetooth PC speakers, earning this position by delivering the absolute best balance of sound quality, features, connectivity, and versatility. Pricing runs from about $80 to $120, typically around $100. That's mid-range pricing that delivers premium features and proven Logitech reliability. The Z407 is a complete 2.1 system with satellite speakers and a down-firing subwoofer delivering 80 watts peak power and 40 watts RMS. That's serious output that fills large rooms with clear, powerful sound. Audio quality is genuinely excellent with crisp highs, detailed mids, and deep, punchy bass from the subwoofer. The soundstage is wide and immersive for gaming. Music sounds balanced and full, and movies deliver clear dialogue with impactful low end. The wireless control dial is the standout feature. It's a Bluetooth-connected puck that sits on your desk, letting you adjust volume, switch inputs, and control playback without reaching behind speakers or using on-screen controls. The dial is satisfying to use with smooth rotation and responsive buttons. Multiple connectivity options include Bluetooth for wireless streaming, USB connection for digital audio from your PC, 3.5mm AUX for traditional wired connection, and even micro USB charging for the wireless dial. The Bluetooth connectivity is rock solid with support for simultaneous connections to multiple devices. Build quality is excellent with solid cabinets, quality drivers, and durable construction that feels like it'll last years. The satellites are compact enough for most desks, and the subwoofer is reasonably sized for under-desk placement. The system remembers your volume and bass settings even after power cycling. What makes the Z407 #1 is that it doesn't force you to compromise. You get powerful sound that handles games, music, and movies beautifully, the convenience of that wireless control dial, versatile connectivity with Bluetooth and USB, and Logitech's legendary build quality and reliability. Whether you're a gamer wanting immersive audio, a music listener wanting full-range sound, or just someone wanting the best overall PC speaker experience, the Logitech Z407 delivers exactly that. The combination of strong performance, practical features, and reasonable pricing makes it the best PC speaker system you can buy right now.